today we're in Etheria Restart, and what I want to talk about was this really cool first buy bonus that is in the game. So I want to explain it and show you Valerian and how to build her. But first, I do want to take a moment and thank Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video. I'll have a download link below. This game is going to go live on June 5th, so you can register now for that. Okay, so the first buy bonus, what's great about this is it's for any amount. So there isn't necessarily like a minimum dollar amount that is required to get Valerian, as well as some of these other resources. And I think that's pretty great. So you literally can spend anything from 99 cents and up, depending on what the offers are going to be. So we're going to get to Valerian in a minute. But what else you're also going to get too when you do this first buy bonus is that we're going to have the Anima prototype. Now, basically what those are, they are summons, if you guys have watched some of my other videos. So this will be used to summon 10 Animus, so you end up having 10 of those. And then we also have Etheria coin. So this you can use as different kind of currency in the game as well. And here we have Valerian. Now, something I did want to mention about Valerian, and just in general, you see some other videos coming out, is what's really great about this game is the SR Animus in this game are really like clutch. Like they are really, really good, very useful. It's not like some other games where, you know, the epic champions, you know, equivalency or whatever, you know, you have the epic champions and they're kind of like, you know, they're okay, they're mediocre. Like in this game, some of the best ones are going to be SRs. And that's why I want to talk about Valerian today, because she's very easily attainable, especially if you like the game and you do want to, you know, purchase something in there. Now, what's great with her is she's going to be doing some damage, but she's going to be a way for you to get like a really nice healer kind of early on. So looking at her abilities, her A1 is we have this profound dream. Now, what's nice with this is kind of like a CC, a crowd control. And the reason why I say that is because she ends up putting a slumber, and a slumber is basically like a sleep, right? You can think of that. So the target cannot take action, and this effect will end after taking damage. But the damage taken will be increased by an additional 25%. So essentially, she ends up putting a sleep on one of the enemy targets, and they will wake up when they take damage. However, the damage they take is going to be increased by 25%. So the moment of awakening has come. Valerian deals 240% damage to a single enemy, with a 40% chance to afflict a slumber. And you are going to see, you know, we have her boosted all the way up, so there's some really good multipliers on her as well, too. You know, increases the damage multiplier, as well as increasing the chances to inflict this sleep in the slumber. Her A2 is an invincibility, and it's called Bubble. So it says here is when the turn starts, recovers 15% of max HP, and also she has an invincibility, which means she cannot take any damage. So this kind of becomes like an unkillable temporarily, right? Is that she's immune to any damage. Valerian releases Dream Bubbles, inflicting a one-turn invincibility on the target ally, and a one-turn heal over time, on all allies. If the target's HP percentage is below 50%, extends his heal over time duration by a turn. So that's what's really nice, is she kind of places this on another one of your members in your team, another one of your allies. So for example, again, that makes her really, really good, like support healing kind of Animus that we have, where she could put this on maybe like your top damage dealer or whatever it is, the team comp that you have currently going on at the moment. And our A3 is as health equalizer. So this is going to be deep sleep. So for this one, we have Hazy Dream. Is for the duration, Valerian is immune to any CC control effects and affects an effect turn meter, but cannot take action. When an ally starts their turn, Valerian grants them a shield equal to 12% of her max HP for 2 turns, and a basic buff effect that they don't have. So when an ally is about to die, Valerian is also healed for 20% of her max HP and ends. So the basic buff effect here includes attack up, defense up, increased crit rate, and speed. So again, reading this is they're not going to get all of this, but it says here, she's going to give a basic buff effect that ally currently does not have, right? So that means they're going to get one of these here. So this one is a dream within a dream. Truth and illusion blur, and Valerian redistributes current HP among all allies, equalizing all allies' HP percentages, and while gaining a 2-turn hazy dream for herself. So again, you know, like say for example, you you're in an encounter and most of your animus are kind of dropping HP, but about like 50%, and then you have someone that's topped off. What's going to happen is she's going to kind of equalize it across the board, as well as doing, you know, this shield and this increased basic buff as well too, and then also making her immune to any control effects as well. So really nice kind of, like I said, support buffing kind of Animus. Now I have her, so I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. So let's hop on in. Why don't we go into, like, these are like the boss stages, right? So let's hop on into a boss stage here. And kind of give you an idea what these look like. All right, so we have Valerian here. Let's go. So already, like, she started off with her bubbles there, and you see all of these buffs that we have as well too. I like her animation too. You see that she's hovering on this like really cool like energy orb is what this looks like. So yeah, so we see that she could be like a very strong like supports. Maybe not necessarily like direct healing, but kind of like an off heal kind. All right, so we'll go again. Let's go hard just so you guys can kind of see how this looks in here. But love what she does. We're just going to keep this team as is, which is great. And also, I'll show you the shell that I added onto her as well too. Now, when I went through and I added modules for her, I focused on like speed, HP, and such. Because again, a lot of times when you're like your supports and your healers, you want them to be able to last long enough so that they can support your champs here, your Animus. All right, so let me show you. We're going to go to her over here. I'm going to show you what I ended up doing for Valerian. So she's right here, and this is the shell I gave her. So let me show you. This one is Fortissimo. So the reason why I chose this one is you're going to see that, you know, we have this like healing one here, right? So he does this AoE heal, and I do have him empowered up. So he's going to be increasing her HP by 28% because I have him mounted on to Valerian. Also, it's going to increase her speed by 20 and then decreases the amount of damage she's going to be taking. So we have this like AoE heal basically is what he does. So each time the owner Animus heals, which is going to be Valerian, stores 35% of the heal and 70% of the excess heal. Before the owner takes action, if any ally's HP percent is below 60%, heals all eligible allies equally using all stored heals. So I like this as another way to kind of keep these heals going onto the team. And so I thought that he would be a pretty fun one to add, and what a fun design. Also, stay tuned. I have other videos coming basically talking about like what shells are and, you know, why you really want to try to farm for shells and why you want to make sure all of your Animus have them. So guys, this is just kind of a quick video talking about Valerian, and if you end up getting her, I would love to know, you know, what you think, how you end up building her. And again, I want to thank Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video. I'll have a download link below. That way you guys can register for the game. The game goes live on June 5th. So you guys can register, and you can also check out some more information on their website. Make sure you do that down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop me a comment down below on what you think of this. And guys, thanks for watching.